his frustrations with not getting that new contract. So a lot still to be determined when you talk about the soap opera that's becoming here with the Phoenix Suns.
Not a bad way to get things going for Phoenix. Alston, they go inside. And Bingham Jr. gets that rejected.
Yeah, that's pretty impressive. And you know, you see stuff like that all the time. Think about some of the great head coaches in our league. Started off as video coordinators. I think Eric Spoelstra comes to mind for me as somebody who's done that. And next thing you know, Eric Spoelstra's going to be in Hall of Fame pretty soon. He is one of the very best. And he holds his guys accountable. He coaches you hard. There's an expectation when you play for the Miami Heat, much like we're starting to see with these two teams.
A whole lot of games together in college. Now, I called their former teammate, Craig Smith, who played in the NBA himself for 6 years, former Hoopers. Is it a weird feeling going up against a former teammate and competing against somebody who you love?
No, that's usually the best part.
Yeah.
It was Grant Williams and Pat Connaughton going back and forth with each other, and Grant was yelling at Pat, "Get back in your coaching box."
Yeah. He was a great relationship guy. Wonderful teammate. Everybody spoke glowingly about him, and they're going to play 9 all NBA teams, but they're going to have 15 on the roster. So you want guys that are going to bring great energy and intensity every day, even though they know they may not get to play. And so, well, part of this Phoenix group is just out here bringing it defensively and converting offense. That was a beautiful finish. He looked really happy. He can't be happy with how his summer league team has performed here. It is early. Let's see if they can rally the troops and make this game a little more competitive.
Dallas just 17% from the floor shooting right now. Nice hook shot from Joe Achua. Howard into the game for Dallas. Nice kiss off the glass from him.
To kind of change the momentum a little bit, that's what Dallas needs to do.
Jump shot from McKinley Wright, the fourth. In complete control, at least here in the first. Gorham gets that to fall.
He was a guy that came in and gave him a nice spark. Maybe he can kind of replicate that here in this game.
Oni, Harding, baseline finger roll, gets it to drop.
Mavericks now showing a little life, but credit Phoenix, they're still competitive, getting after it, and playing with tremendous confidence.
Tyson Carter, what a way to finish the first quarter.
And extend them, and that's what Phoenix has been able to do here really well to start this game.
Wright has to let it fly, shot clock running down, and he's going to get a chance at a 4-point play.
Yeah, that was a great find there.
And now you got Wright picking up Paola in the full court, adding to that defense. Lawson has that absolutely denied by Sarr. And
the feet or the eyes of Phoenix's defense. And that's why every shot they get, in essence, has been contested.
Alston will try again. He'll make it.
They haven't been able to get there to force rotation.
Lawson in the corner.
And there's an example. What happened? They get an attack at the rim, they force rotation, and then they deliver a scoring pass for the triple. And you talked about earlier how Jared Dudley hadn't been quite as animated sitting there. He's pretty animated right now. He is up and really
coaching action and some familiarity. What have you seen from Coach Dudley in his debut? A tough debut, but still trying to get the guys rallied around this. Taking a couple nights off at the helm from Summer League coaching to get his staff some opportunity as well.
That Clippers team is going to be interesting moving forward.
It'll be interesting to see what he brings.
Well, I thought it was interesting what Mark Cuban just said about the fact that if you're in the penalty, you don't get 2 free throws.
Right.
And so that's also interesting because you start playing through game scenarios, right? You're down 1, you do that take foul, you go down 2, you still have a chance to keep it as a 1-possession game. Pretty impressive. And think about it. The team that won 73 didn't win it.
Yeah.
arguably maybe their best team. Unbelievable. Lakers dynasty ahead of the 80s Lakers dynasty. And I'll give you my rationale behind why after I hear what your 5 dynasties are.
Hardy with the deflection and the rejection. Wire cutting right to the hoop. Hendel got the touch on that one.
He's had a few crafty finishes through traffic.
Who is the first NBA player to ever hit double-figure three-point field goals in a game?
Oh, wow. That's pretty good, wasn't it?
Nail on the head.
That was pretty good. And you know, it's funny because I remember he was in Orlando, and he set, I think he was in you know, if you look at the percentages of what he shot, there's a reason he's still the all-time lead scorer.
Yep.
And those weapons, and because Steph now can play, and all they would say was, that's the worst, that's a bad shot. That's a bad shot. And I'm like, no, it's not a bad shot. It was a bad shot.
Final answer?
Yeah, that's it.
Incorrect. The doctor.
Julius, my man. That's my dude, too. Julius was good in that series. Well, honestly, Julius was good in every series.
When was he not?
He was always dominant.
Hardy trying to demolish the rim. LeCue, though, following it back up. Badio
That's a nice
knocking
move
that.
there.
That was a smooth shot.
So 70s, 80s, 90s, 90s. All right, you got me stumped. I need to know.
LeCue blocked by
Give me all that.
Freidenberg. Their staff continues to make sure that they're playing the right style of basketball and not making bad mistakes.
What mega trades, and obviously a lot of it's going to be determined by what happens in Brooklyn with those two guys, two mega stars that are more than likely going to end up.
Have their number retired by 2 or more teams. Name them.
13?
13.
Michael Jordan.
Nope.
No, that's not true. Michael Jordan's jersey hangs. Look, stop. Yeah, it do count. Yeah, it do. Is a jersey hanging in those arenas? No, just answer my question. We only got a minute. I can't get 13. I'm going to try to come up with 3. Is it just NBA? Because Dr. J.
Yep.
Kareem.
Yep.
I'm gonna keep going. Well, he gon' have it. He ain't got.
You got that was a 3.
Oh, I'm done.
You got
we ain't
3.
got but 30 seconds. I can't get it.
Think of TNT.
Oh, the Chuckster.
Yep. This Malone, Pete Maravich, Dikembe Mutombo, Wilt, Drexler.
He always brings the fire, though. He does. You see how upset he got when he didn't ask the question correctly?
David's been taking care
David's
of
like,
us.
no. I was like, David, you didn't say play. You said hanging. What player?
Our great statistician, David, has been taking care of us.
And also, David's the best.